Um, does it matter, or does the picture changes or shifts a little bit between B2B to B2C in your environment?
Um, I would say it probably shifts just like any marketing campaign would. Um, if you look at a B2B situation, you're probably talking about association membership, you're talking about distribution channels, you might be talking about margins or, do you have warehouses? Can you get me what I need? Again, reviews, are they based on the end user? Are they based on a B2B customer? Certainly in a B2C environment, there's a different type. So it typically is more transactional based, right? And so if it's a product or service, they're looking, and they typically tend to be more localized. And so what are the geographic signals around that restaurant or that cleaning business or that store that sells a particular type of goods? And it's looking for different things related to those particular types of businesses. So yeah, I would say um, it's a different approach. If I had to make a big swash, it would say here are the big level things that you should take care of, and then depending on your industry and then who you serve, here's the next layer of things that you probably should pay attention to. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit about from a localization perspective. I'm assuming your customers are not just speaking English. I'm guessing some of your customers they have to speak other languages, etc. How do you address the localization part in your business now? Like, if you're serving companies that they are global, let's say, and or you're serving local companies that their customers happen to speak other languages. How are you addressing the localization part right now, Jimmy, in your business?
Yeah, and I would say Thrive has been around for 20 years, and the decision by the founder, Matt, was that we would focus primarily on a United States market. And so I would say 98% of our clients are US
In the
based.
US?
Yep. But we do work with clients that are global with a predominance in the US. And so obviously when we get into that, then we talk about websites that have multilingual functionality. We talk about um, localization within that market and understanding what are the differences on not only how they speak, but what is the climate difference, what are the needs related to the business,
Yep.
and we have to be able to address those appropriately. So I would say it's not a major portion of our business, but we do understand that it does take a different mindset shift when we move into another market.
Yeah, one of the as I discovered when I was working with the market research industry, although you could be like a U.S. based company, and I've worked with a lot of, I was member of many market associations, market research associations in the U.S. But
Yeah.
a lot of the market research companies that are in the U.S., for instance, let's say they're fielding a global study, for instance, on whatever purpose, for medical reasons or social reasons or whatever. What I found throughout this is when you field a study, let's say in 20 countries, each country needs to have their own questions in that study. Because let's say you take example, for instance, the salary bracket. It's a typical thing you answer in a survey, right?
Sure.
So salary brackets, let's say in North America, are a little different than if you ask the same question in another country. Could throw them off, and that's the kind of thing I was looking to. Localization is a language as well, but there are many other things that a global
Right.
company need to address as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And especially if organizations are procuring talent from other areas and the geo arbitrage associated with how those skill sets match up with the salary bands in a particular area of the world are things that we do get into talking about for sure.